Okay, 5.4 is going to show you how to divide polynomials. Okay, and there's two different methods for dividing polynomials. There's long division and synthetic division. Long division always works. Okay? And so when you're being asked to divide one polynomial by another, so this you can see here in this example that you have negative 20x squared plus 6x minus 7 divided by the polynomial 5x plus 1. Okay, what you can do is you can use long division to simplify this. And long division works just like it would with numbers. Right? If you took long division of 2 into 5, 1, 3, 2, right? 2 goes into 5 twice. Subtract down, drop the numbers. 2 goes into 31. Oops. Goes in twice. Drop down. 2 goes into 11 5 times. Subtract and drop down. 2 goes into 13 6 times. Subtract and drop down. 2 goes into 12 6 times. And so you can use long division. Okay? Long division of polynomials is no different. Okay? And so the way that your problems are going to be set up is you're going to see one of these three types of problems for both synthetic and long. Okay? One way is going to just lead you through the steps of this. Okay? So if you see a problem where you have all these boxes, all the fields that demonstrate each step in the long division process, you're going to have to do that on your own and enter the pieces. So the way it would look here is you would find, what do you have to multiply 5x by? I'll use highlighter here. What do you multiply 5x by to get this full term, including the variables? And it would be negative 4x, correct? If you multiplied 5x by negative 4x, you'd get this first term. Once you establish what that is, that's just going to be the first term of this number that of your solution here. And what you're going to do is you're going to distribute this just like you did here. 2 times 2 was 4. You're going to take negative 4 and you're going to distribute that to each of the terms here. So negative 4x times 5x gives you negative 20x squared. And then when you distribute it to the next term, negative 4x times plus 1 gives you minus 4x. Okay, now, what you're going to do here is you then subtract this whole quantity. So notice I already have the subtraction here. So subtracting is equivalent to adding the opposite. So this subtraction is going to change the sign of each of these terms. And what I'm going to do is basically work straight down these columns. So my next field is going to be the result when I take negative 20x squared plus 20x squared, which is 0. It should cancel out. And then I have 6x plus 4x, which is 10x, and then I'm going to drop my remaining terms down. So that's what should be in the next field. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing for my next term. So what do I multiply 5x by to get this new first term, 10x? Positive 2. So that's going to go up here, and then I'm going to distribute that through. So a 2 times a 5x gives me 10x. 2 times a 1 gives me plus 2. And so I come back here. I think about my next, so this is what will actually go in this field. Again, just like up here, it's whatever was in blue is actually going to be in that field. But when you apply this negative, it changes the signs of both of these, and then you combine what you have down. You got 10x minus 10x is 0. Negative 7 minus 2 gives me negative 9. And now there's no longer anything I can multiply 5x by to equal this result. Once I get that, this is my remainder. Okay? And so the way that you would enter your remainder is, again, one of two ways. Okay? You can either, if it specifically asks you for the quotient and the remainder, this is the quotient. So you would enter your answer negative 4x plus 2. This is the remainder, minus 9. But you might also be asked to write it in the form like it asks for down here. If it's just asking you to express the results, what you would do is you would enter your answer as negative 4x plus 2, and then plus whatever your remainder is, in this case a negative 9, over whatever your original divisor is, this 5x plus 1. So whatever this is, that's your divisor. And so that's what's going to go in the denominator of your fraction. And so if you were entering your answer in this form, which we'll do in a second, your answer would be negative 4x plus 2. And you can either say plus a minus, or you can say minus 9 over 5x plus 1. And so that would be the other possible form of your answer if it doesn't specify the individual pieces. Okay, so I want you to try this long division here on your own, okay, where you set it up. You'll set it up on your own, okay, where you don't have to find the individual steps throughout, but I want you to find the quotient and the remainder. You don't have to write it in the form that's boxed in green. Just enter your quotient and the remainder as your solution.